All right, it looks like we're live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. And I am back in the Islander. And my sim is a mess. So I started the sim without VSync running by mistake because I had all these things I've been working through. But in any event, we're just gonna deal with what we got. And be happy. Hans Boone, good evening to you, sir. I saw Kashif here. I saw Jim Bridgman is here. I saw a bunch of people down the other end of the runway. So there's like a whole bunch of little airports running along. Chris Loach, what's going on? You might be at the other end of the runway. There's some people in the middle. There's some people at the other end. Hey, Hackler Gamer, what's going on? So I don't know why I'm getting this screen tearing, but I am. But it's just what it's going to be today. So we'll go external power supply on, rotating beacon on, mixtures and props full forward, master and battery switches on. Whoa, that's loud. I don't think I have my fuel pump set up, and I don't. So we'll go fuel pumps on manually. And we'll go mags on. This screen tearing is going to drive me nuts. I don't know why it's happening, but let's crack the throttles. Kashif, what's going on? Alright. I think we're pretty good. Oh, we should probably turn the fuel on. That's going to help our efforts to start the engines. Take a look outside. There's nobody out there to kill or maim. Toes on the brakes. And good start on the right. Wow, this looks really bad. This screen tearing is really bad. Jim Bridgman, what's going on? Oil pressure is good. Let's go max the both on that side. And that prop is clear. Whoops, what are you doing? Let's get this side started. Good start. Oil pressure is good. Turn that off. Turn the fuel pumps off. The avionics master's going here. So I managed to get most of my setup, my twin engine setup going. I'm trying to figure out why I'm getting this massive screen tearing, but I don't know the answer to that question. And the other thing I was going to mention to you guys is we have some really big thunderstorms. It's actually Tropical Storm Beryl is here in New York today, so we're due for some like really bad storms. So if I suddenly disappear, that's why. So hopefully that's not going to happen. I can't see any reason why my sim would not be. I don't know. Anyway, we'll just live with it for now. So there's this. Good to go. So, let's see. Black Square. Yeah, Chris, if you're in the TVM, you'll catch up, that's for sure. Alright, external power supply is off. We have lights on here. And let's get going. Let's release the brakes. So, first stop. How's Jim Bridgman doing today? It is good to see you back, good sir. And I wonder if this looks as bad on YouTube as it looks on my screen, or if it just doesn't quite look as bad. But in any event, so first stop. Hey, Bob, what's going on? So first stop is gonna be a short hop over to Encontros Airport, and yes, I have a horrible accent in Spanish. We'll just have to live with that. Man, my screen looks awful. Alright, I guess we'll just have to live with it. Alright, so what do we got here? Oh, I don't have my name tags on either. Gotta put those on so we know who's who. So there we go. So we're just gonna hop today. There's gonna be some. There's my coffee right there, the barista. So we're just gonna do some hopping today. So let's go. Notch flaps. Let's go. Fuel pumps on. Let's back taxi a little bit here. Let's back taxi a little bit here. So off goes Jim Bridgman. And Paul, what's going on? We are looking forward to it. Hans, that's good to know. I sort of could see on my iPad that it didn't look too bad, but I've got like really, really bad screen tearing, so I'm glad it doesn't show on Goofin. What's going on? Good to see you. Welcome aboard. Alright, mixtures and props full forward. Let's spin it around here. And we're pretty much going. We're going. Why are you doing that to me? Go that way. Alright, we're going that way. We're going what? Probably. There's no. Oh, okay, alright. This truck on the runway, come on. Alright. Paul, welcome aboard, good sir. What's going on? Alright, airspeed is alive, engine instruments in the green, 70 knots. And let's go commit aviation. Let's go commit aviation. And off we go. I got the island, I'm rocking the IslandSimPilot livery today, which is pretty cool. So, manifold pressure's back, props coming back. And we're gonna make our right hand turn here. Bring the flaps up. Let's see, what direction are we going? What direction are we going? 292 on the heading. Awesome. So, eventful couple of days. Venezuela is great. I'm so glad to be back in this airplane. I am so glad to be back in this airplane. I think 1,000 feet's gonna do it because we're not going very far. This first hop is like 20 miles. So, fuel pumps off. Power back a little bit. Bring the props back a little bit. So, let's see. First stop is called Encontros. Runway 05. I'm guessing if it's like every other runway around here, it's gonna be an easterly wind. So we're gonna have to take a quick look. Tried getting my. Hey Hugh, what's going on? Welcome aboard, good sir. Whoopsie, we're climbing. Alright, nose down, nose down. Okay, now's when we pretend like we meant to climb to 1,500 feet, even though we didn't. So you can learn these little tricks to cover for your poor piloting. I know them all, believe me. That's why I like flying solo so much in real life. There's nobody to scare. You know? Nobody to scare. So the conversation got going in. I forget if it was on one of the YouTube videos or on Oh, Zagreb to Car. That's a beautiful flight, Hugh. That is a beautiful flight. I meant to get over. So for American Virtual Airlines, I'm stuck in Heathrow, and I've been stuck there for like 2-3 weeks now, trying to get the 777 down to Nairobi. But anyway, we were doing some conversation got started in either the Discord or in YouTube, I can't remember which, about hand flying like VOR stuff in the clouds. And I am so game to do that, so I'm gonna do that for you guys. I'm gonna do that for you guys. That'll be fun. And the rain is starting. We haven't had rain here in New York in like a week, and it has been so hot. It's like ridiculous. It's like the Caribbean. It's like 90 degrees out, 90% humidity. It's been crazy. So, who we got here on the trail? Hans Boone in the 152. That is a quality aircraft, one of my favorites. One of my favorites. 104 there at midnight. Oh my gosh. That is brutal, Jim. That is brutal. Wow. Yeah, Huey. So the last 3 years, really. This will be the 4th year that we've had really, really wet springs and then no rain. Like no rain at all. It's crazy. It's crazy. Venezuela is beautiful. Why is this plane so hard to control? I cannot. Yeah, Bob, that's what's coming through here right now, which is weird. I couldn't believe it was Tropical Storm Beryl that was coming through. It's just bizarre. Just bizarre. But it is. It is. So, I'll bring the power back. We gotta be getting relative. Well, no, I'm at 1,500 feet. I don't have to start. I don't have to start coming down quite yet. So, we've got runway 05. Let's see. Winds are 160 at 17. We're gonna be runway 25 today. Or runway 23 rather. So just keep an eye out for that. Man, look at my speed leaving now. That's a PA-24. That's a great plane too. That's a good plane. That's the TBM 850. Are you what is it, 851 Tango Bravo? Yeah, Kashif, I can imagine. But it's like, we have literally Caribbean weather here in New York. It's like 90 degrees, 90% humidity. Feels just like Anguilla. It's awesome. I love it. Hans, we won't leave you behind, buddy. So, especially won't leave you behind if we can't find the airport. So we're basically on a base, a left base for the runway right now. Just a matter of where it is. Start bringing some power out. Start bringing the props back. Go fuel pumps on. I gotta get my fuel pumps set up with my Bravo again because this is annoying. And let's see here. Looks like it's still a little ways out ahead of us. Put some trim in, a little bit of rudder trim. So it's It's funny, like I haven't been, I haven't been flying the sim at all except for when I fly with you guys. Like I really look forward to these flights now. Is that it? Perhaps? No, I don't think so. Let's see here. Boy, this is some beautiful countryside right here. Let's see here. Basically right on the left base. It's gotta be right here because Jim got eyes on it. I think Jim might have eyes on it. He's sending. Oh, there we are. Okay, alright. Alright, some serious power out now. There's a notch of flat. This is a narrow runway. This is a narrow runway. Alright. Few pumps are on. Mixtures and props full forward. This is a tight one. Let's see here. Alright, second notch flaps, bring some power in. Alright, 160 I think for the wind. It feels like a right crosswind to me. But I kinda had a feeling this is gonna be like a pretty quiet strip in the middle of nowhere. That nose off, and there we go. This is not too bad for. I tell you what, for a stock airport in the middle of nowhere, this isn't too bad. It really isn't. Let's see what we got here. We got is that the Baron? We got a Baron coming in? Yeah, sweet. Simmeister. Let's see what everybody's got here. Better open my window, cool off here a little bit. Lead the mixtures. My engines are cooking right now. My engines are cooking right now. That was a nice little landing right there. That was two nice little landings right there. There we go, Cash Panda coming in. Looking good, looking good. That Baron is such a cool airplane. Hans Boone. Sliding it in with the 152. Very nicely done, sir. Very nicely done. Let's see, what do we got for... Altimeter is 1009. Altimeter is 1009 is what that can't be right. When was the last time we got weather here? Probably a long time ago. Alright, so next up, this is a little bit further of a flight. That was pretty quick. SVGC. Let's go. Oh, I hate it when it does this. SVSZ, nicely done, sir. Why are you doing this to me? Because you are G. What am I? Come on, baby. C. Alright. Now, off we go. Ex-Toby! Greetings and salutations to you too, sir. Alright. Let's see here. Bring it around. There's Chris. Chris is coming up, catching us. Did everybody do touch and goes except for me? Probably. Steve Austin, what's going on? Yes. Yes, Steve, I take your meaning, sir. What's going on? Let's get some runway behind us here. It said 1009, but I don't believe that altimeter setting because it's too high. What's out? Airport elevation 66 feet. No way. Alright, so Chris, you'll catch us quick in that airplane, trust me. You're going almost twice as fast as me. So let's see here. Off we go. That's a fun plane. I haven't flown the 850, but the 930, the TVM 930 is one of my favorite planes in this sim. It's such an easy plane to fly. I don't know why I stopped flying it. There's a lot of planes I stopped flying that I used to fly all the time. But c'est la vie. I spend most of my time making videos nowadays. Instead of that was one of the fun things about having early access to the 777. I got the opportunity to actually fly. Like I literally never just get in the airplane and fly. Alright, mixtures and props full forward. Fuel pumps are on. I'm burning those out too. There's Hans Boone. P28A. Alright, takeoff power is coming in. Takeoff power is set. Engine switch are in the green. Airspeed to left. 70 knots. And let's go flying. I'll climb out a little steeper right here just because a lot of trees in this area. Barrel just jumped in. Yeah. We're about to get the same thing. We're about to get the same thing. I basically have to turn around like 180 degrees here. I just couldn't believe there's the quote-unquote remnants of Hurricane Barrel. It dropped the nose a little bit. Bring the flaps up. I just couldn't believe it was the remnants, as they say, of Hurricane Barrel that's doing this. It's crazy. Let's see here. I mean, it's pretty intense. Pretty intense. So, off we go. Off we go. We'll climb to 3,000 for this like 1,000 feet AGL. Let's go fuel pumps off. Still have so much to. I'm sorry to hear that, Steve. Cats are unpredictable animals. They really are. My dog can be relied upon just to lay here and do nothing the entire time, which is good. I think I'm bringing up the rear, except for Chris. He's gonna be on us quick. The PA-24, that's the, what's the PA-24 again? Why can't I think of it? Oh, that's the, Comanche. Nice. I still haven't flown that plane. Still haven't flown that plane. 2,500 climbing 3,000. That'd be an interesting topic of discussion, like your weirdest flight sim crashes. I've had some strange ones. I was thinking if you were I was wondering if you were in the arrow maybe, Hans. Alright, there's 3,000. Let's see if we can manage to level off. Let's see, I'm trying to think. Whoopsie. I'm trying to think of the actual, like, legit crashes I've had in the sim. I crashed the legit crashed the CRJ going into Princess Juliana one time, and this is like 2 years ago, when the CRJ was like the only jet in the sim. Flying the VOR approach in bad weather at night. And there's a reason why they tell you not to go below minimums. It's kind of funny because it was like a legitimately stupid thing to do, but it was something that people do. Like, pilots do this, and there's a reason why they tell you not to do it. I haven't done many of the landing challenges, Steve. I got some of them are pretty cool, and I actually looked at some of the whatchamacallit, not that, well, some of the discovery flights are pretty cool, but some of the bush flights are pretty cool too. I've done none of that stuff, like absolutely none of it. But some of them are pretty cool, actually. You can hear my props are out of sync. Hey, we got a little bit better. That's a little bit better. What have we got going on around this area? I think we're getting somewhat close to the lake here. We should be able to see it. It's right there. Let's see here. This looks like some sort of forest reserve, which I can't pronounce. And what else we got? We got a couple La Gran China coming up here at 3,909 feet, which reminds me, UN's not here. We don't have anybody in an A320. Let's see. Coming up, winds prefer runway 4. And let me see what kind of... we got 15 minutes. So, yeah, that happens, Steve. That does happen. It does happen. Controlled flight into terrain. One of my favorite expressions. Controlled flight into terrain is when you're flying along, fat, dumb, and happy, and hit something. Kashif, are you using like a weather program, or are you just using stock weather? I'm just using stock weather. As a matter of fact, oh, I am using live weather. I know I am. You're using REX weather, which is probably more accurate. Let's see if I can find a weather radar for here. Doesn't look like. Looks like there's some rain out to the north, to the northeast, northwest. I guess it would be probably where those mountains are. Other than that, it doesn't really show much in the way of radar materials around here. That little bump just made 5 feet a minute. So I think REX weather is just more entertaining, period, right? Should turn it on. Stargazer, I am not. I sort of wish I was. No, I'm just using, so my, most of these guys know, but my sim crashed a week ago, like just died. And so I'm slowly putting it back together. But it's funny because one of the things that I've noticed since I got it set up again is that my loading times are like lightning quick. Yeah, it's pretty weird. I've had no problems with this sim for 4 years and then it just died. I think I did it. I think it was my own fault. But yeah, so I've been just slowly putting the pieces back together, which is partially why I'm getting like you can't see it on oh, that's right. Now I remember. Yeah. It's a great program. The cool thing about that program is it works on literally everything, and you can use it on top of the FrameGen mod. Because and some of the people that have had the biggest improvements with lossless scaling have been people with 4090s. I got so many comments from people with 4090s that were just blown away by that program. You just speed up with it. What do you do, Kashif? What are you doing over the ground right now? Let's see what my ground speed is. Ooh, 129 knots. That's not quick. That's not quick. Stargazer, what GPU do you have? Remind me. So, what's, oh my gosh, 165. That's pretty quick for a piston single. It really is. 165. Yeah, this is. I'm glad you guys can't see this. It looks terrible. It looks really bad. So, it's alright. Looks like we're about halfway there. I wish I could figure out how many miles in total we've done. I've got our track going all the way back to the Bahamas. No, Providence, to the Turks. I've got our tracks going back to the Turks. That's a good couple thousand nautical miles right there. It's pretty amazing. It's also amazing is I just pulling back to 145. I just booked our Airbnb for Grand Cas in St. Martin. French side of St. Martin. I get to try out my French. Is going to be painful. Yeah, Steve, I feel the same way. I feel the same way. Yeah, this is the brown river. It's the brown river. I didn't notice that. Yeah, next up I have to reinstall my 737. I have to reinstall the 777. I have to figure out why my screen tearing is happening. The funny thing is, I mean, I haven't had it to this extent, obviously, but I've lost, like, I screw around with my settings so much that sometimes I kind of get lost. And then I have to go, yeah, Hans, I actually agree with that. It looks better. But sometimes I have to go back and watch my own videos to remember, like, what my settings were. It's kind of convenient. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. So, I should have gotten here today too. So I'm gonna film, hopefully, if the weather holds out, on Friday. I am gonna film a real flight in my Cherokee to show you guys, to see whether I can actually fly an airplane. So it should be cool. I ordered a mic cable so that I can record ATC audio. Like, you know, just record my audio, all the cockpit audio. Because otherwise you just listen to a really loud engine for an hour, which is annoying. So that's my next plan. Get some real flying in. I haven't done any flying this year. Yellow arc, smooth air only. Smooth air only in the yellow arc. Mike, what are you flying, Mike? I'm like the last. So we got. I should be at least as fast as Hans, but we got the Baron. We got the. What am I doing? Oh no, we got the Archer, we got the Comanche, we got the Baron, RV-14, and the C8 182RG. I'm like bringing up the rear here. Where's Chris? Where's Chris? Chris coming. Ah, there he is. Told you you'd catch us. So, SVGC. I gotta look on the map. You're at our next destination. So, let's see here. Oh, I'm cruising now, but that's because I'm going down at 500 feet a minute. And I'll be now going up at 500 feet a minute. Oh, you're flying the RV, the Van's RV. This is some really poor flying on my part. I'm just gonna let the plane do whatever it wants to do. I'm just gonna nosedive. And up we go. See, I'm gonna be using my very advanced. I'm literally 800 feet below my altitude. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. These things happen, Mike. You know, Little Nav Map is so capable. All I use it for is just these really simple flight plans, VFR flight plans. I should check it out. I should get more in-depth into it. But it really is pretty amazing. Stargazer, I absolutely do. I absolutely do. Let me post the link's at the top of my YouTube channel, but I can post it here for you real quick. Do 1 second. Make sure I'm not going to crash. Right. 1 second. And there you are. Be glad to have you aboard. So what do we got here? We got 8.5 miles to go, and it's time to start descending. The tiny, are you talking in the like the avionics numbers you're talking about? And of course now the airplane won't descend. Awesome, Stargazer. Good stuff. Look at this. And now we descend. Alright. Alright, we got 3-minute ETA. Can you stop? Please stop. Alright, runway 4. Makes it easier to find when we've already got some people on the ground. This thing will not descend. This is what... Stargazer, gladly. Gladly. Alright, what is this? Runway... Will you stop climbing? It gets so irritating after a while. Ay, just stop. Let's see. Hey, anywhere's good. Anywhere's good. You know, I'm literally just going to pull the power all the way out, and now we'll see if it's possible for this airplane to descend. Is it possible? Is it physically possible for this airplane to descend? Power is at idle. Is it possible? Still not convinced. I usually don't let the airplane get the best of me, but this has gotten a little, just a little annoying. Alright, let's see here. Let's get it under... I might actually do that. Alright, let's go fuel pumps on. Just, it's funny, like it will climb and climb and climb and climb, and you don't want it to climb. And then at 1500 RPM, it keeps climbing. Alright, second left flaps, mixtures, props from forward. Alright. Come on. This is pretty cool. Joining the pattern. Time to add a little energy. Yeah, might not be a high gravity day, you're right. Yeah, exactly. You know, there's it's one of my favorite sayings. You want to make the buildings look smaller, pull back on the yoke. You want to make the buildings look bigger, keep pulling back on the yoke. Alright, here we go. 80 knots. It feels good. Feels good. It's just it's the It's the realistic turbulence that does it. I mean, you go over an amoeba and it just shoots the airplane up in the air. Alright, what do we got? Let's feel that wind here. It feels like a right to left. It definitely feels like a right to left. Now it doesn't feel like right to left anymore. 80 knots. 80 knots. A little bit right to left. Okay. Oopsie. Power coming out. Hold it up. Hold it up. Hold it up. That was terrible. I'll tell you one thing. Landing a real airplane is a lot easier than landing an airplane in the sim. Honest to God, it really is. There was another sim guy having this conversation the other day, and it is legit way easier. Way easier to land a real airplane. Alright, lean the mixtures a little bit. Let's see here. Flaps up. Where are we going? PC. Yeah, that's what. There's it. Where is it? Where's the PC 12? There was one somewhere everywhere. I always see this plane flying around down here when we're flying, but they're never flying with us. It's kind of funny. Oh, Steve, way more feedback. And the thing is, you can just feel like you can feel the energy state of the airplane, which is really like the key for good landings. We're going to SVGC, or are we? Where are we going? SVRX, right up there. So, but you can feel the energy state more than anything else, and that's really the thing that that makes it easier. Alright, we're good. Full throttle. Alright, so we're this is only like this is literally like 5 miles. So whoopsie. That's what happens when you look at the map when you're taxiing. Alright, let's see here. Let's see here. And it's a funny, it's gonna sound stupid when I say it, but the point of landing is to stop flying. And that's what engine swings in the green, airspeed alive. And you can just, like for example, taking off. You can just feel when an airplane's ready to fly. You can just feel when airplanes are ready to fly. Right seat for 800 hours. That's awesome. That's about what I have in real airplanes. About 800 hours. Which way are we going here? Hans Boone's already on his way. Alright. Let's see here. What runways do we have? We got runway 1331. Winds favor 13, 080 at 6 knots. Yeah, eyesight is one of those things I forget what the class 3 medical requirements are for eyesight, but I tell you what, my eyesight is definitely not what it was 5 years ago. But that's the cool thing about the sim, though, is it gives gives us all the opportunity to enjoy this, you know. I haven't flown any. Ah, there we go. I haven't flown any like Cubs or anything like that in the sim. The biggest complaint I have about the feel in this is just that it takes forever to trim the airplane. And in real life, it takes literally 2 seconds. It takes literally 2 seconds. Yeah, you know, it's funny because there's so many things I'd like to fly and so many places I'd like to fly, but I just don't get the time to. I literally I get very little time to actually fly, you know. Yeah, Steve. That's tough. And when I lived in Germany, my host father, this was 30 years ago, he had like a degenerative eye condition. He had really, really poor eyesight, and he couldn't drive. He was like 40. He was my age when he was 48. He couldn't drive. Alright, let's see if we can do this respectively now. It's about 1,000 feet on the downwind. Let's go. Notch of flaps. Let's go. Fuel pumps, you left them on because you forgot your after takeoff checklist. And we'll go. Beam the numbers here. Beam the numbers. We'll start bringing the power back. Get into the white arc. Second notch of flaps. Start our descent. Get that to 80. Let's get oh, you can't really see. Get that to our 45. I need to lose some altitude. Alright, let's start our base turn. I'm going to be high, but this is the Islander, so it doesn't really matter. Let's see here. Alright. Don't high anymore. Alright. Oopsie. Nope, you're not high anymore. Power in. The extras and props full forward. Fuel pumps are on, flaps are set. Flew straight through the extended center line. Let's see here. When you do this, don't continue to descend. Level off, catch your glide slope again. And then resume your descent. Alright. Looking good, looking good. A little bit of left to right. A little bit of left to right. And power is out. Definitely left to right. A bit of right rudder. A bit of left aileron. That wasn't half bad. That was not half bad. Brakes. Alright. Alright, where are we going now? Here comes my coffee. Let's get a look here. Just a quick note to your... Oh, voice comes along low. Let me see. What does everybody else think? It's doubtful though. It's probably... I can turn it up a little bit. For sure. Let me know if that's better. I'm always worried it's going to be like super loud. Could also turn the engines down a little bit. Let's see here. I gotta get myself reset here. Mike Coffee is greasing that one on. That was greased right there. That was greased. Alright. Low altitude stall recovery is definitely dicey. Low altitude stalls are harmful to your health. Low altitude stalls are really not good. Let's see, what's our next destination here? You know, it's funny. I use a Sennheiser wireless headset, and I know like all the really like the cool streamers use like standalone mics. You know, I should probably get one, like a legit like one of those radio announcer mics. You know. Alright, what is our next destination? Where am I going to crash next? Sierra Victor November Alpha. This is going to be a cool airport because this one's right on the water. Sierra Victor November. I love waterfront airports. Sierra Victor November Alpha. There we go. Heading is 090. Alright, let's go check that out. Sierra Victor November Alpha. $090. Alright. Half grass and half pavement. Not bad. Yeah, the, what am I doing? I'm like buried in grass. Alright, what are my flaps doing here? Alright, mixtures and props full forward, fuel pumps are on, flaps are set. And takeoff power's coming in. It takes a little bit for these engines to spool up, doesn't it? Airspeed is alive. Doing a little bit of crosswind correction here. 70 knots. Let's go flying. That's perfect right there. That is perfect. Alright, open the nose down a little bit. Power back. Yeah, Jim, I don't know what you think about it, but I'm not crazy about people taking off like 5 knots above stall speed. I don't really like that idea. Like my Cherokee says, I think the POH says rotate it like, I forget, 63. I rotate at 80. I like an airplane that's ready to, I like an airplane that is eager to fly, you know? I like an airplane that is eager to fly. I don't have the luxury of it because I generally take off from long runways. Yeah. It's just, I think mine says 63. But I rotate, like I said, unless I need to. I rotate at 80. The airplane is ready to go. 1500. I think I have my POH right here. I'll look at it. I saw there was watched those accident review things. It was 2,500 hour commercial. It was weird. He was a commercial pilot, but no instrument rating. He had 2,500 hours. It wasn't weird having a commercial with no instrument rating. It's weird having 2,500 hours in a commercial and no instrument rating. But anyway, 2,500 hour commercial pilot took off VFR, and they extrapolated the data from his ADS-B, and he rotated. He was in something like I think it was a Cessna 140. It might have been. And he was with, he had two little kids, like under, say, 6 or 7. Like 2 little kids in the back seat and his wife in the right seat with him. And he rotated at like 48 knots, like, which is what they say to do. I mean, that's what the number is for the plane. And he climbed out on the edge of a stall and he made his crosswind turn at like 800 feet. And he just lost lift, wing dropped, spun it in, killed them all. And it's like, why? I just don't understand it. Like, why would you do that? Why would you not build up some energy, build up some airspeed? Don't get it. But I also don't understand why my plane is yo-yoing right now. Ooh, my lights just flickered in the house. I'm gonna have a look here where Hurricane Barrel is. Where are you, Hurricane Barrel? Or it's not a hurricane anymore. Let's see, where are we? Oh yeah. Barrel is on her way. Look at the radar for New York right now. That's coming my way. That is coming my way. So, Ruben pilot in the C-414. That's another great plane. Let's see here. Stop doing this to me. Yeah. Yeah, Mike. Absolutely, it's crazy. VR, yeah, 60 knots. No, 60 miles an hour. So my Cherokee, the VR is 60 miles an hour. Ain't no way I'm pulling off at 60 miles an hour. Not doing that. Not doing that. I like 80. 80 makes me feel good. Really, if the plane's trimmed properly, it'll fly itself right off the ground. Let's see. Yeah, it could be, Steve. I just got the impression that he was just kind of flying it by the book, which I guess is what you're supposed to do. But like, I don't know if just weird. But I've seen that happen a couple times. People take off and just too slow, and you don't have enough energy, and you get into a sticky situation early on. I mean, like if you're going 65 and you lose your engine, that's worse than if you're going 90 and lose your engine, you know, in a climb. I don't know. I'm a big fan of energy on the way out. Big fan of energy. Of course, we know who the flight instructor is. He's got his altitude. Yeah. I don't know, Mike. What do you think of it? The only thing about vans. That could be too, Steve. The only thing about vans, and the other thing is maybe one of the problems with talking too much. You forget to do things sometimes. The only thing about home builds is I always promise myself, oh, UN, that's nice, dude. So that's what, Spain? England, Spain. The only thing about home builds is I think I've said this before, is that I will never fly in something that somebody built in their garage. I just won't do it. Just doesn't seem like a good idea to me. UN, you hopping in the A320 and joining us for the last leg? It'll take you approximately 3.5 minutes to get from Macana Airport to La Chinita. England v Spain. Oh, you had a haircut on it with your brother, huh? Why am I going this way? Alright, we're 10 out. 414 or Duke. I'm going Duke. I'm going Duke. Yeah, England didn't look real good the other day. England did not look real good the other day. The Vans is one of the bubble canopy, no? It's gonna have a cool, like a cool view. Reuben Pilot. Let's see here. Trying to think of what. Oh, they went to penalties. The game I watched, England. Who was that against? That was against Switzerland, was it? Switzerland. Yeah, that's the only thing about bubble canopies is it's like sitting in a garden shed when it's 95 degrees out. I want to know who Parched Booch is. Who's Parched Booch? Is that any of you guys? I always see Parched Booch on our flights. Ah. So wait, no, that's not you, Hans, is it? No, you're Hans Boone on here. Let's see. There's where's Hans? Let's see. Yeah, the English do like their soccer, that's for sure. They like it so much they call it football. Oh, that's why I thought. Oh, that's right, you're a low fly. I always forget. I always forget that Hans is a low flyer. There. So who is Parched Pooch? I want to know. 'Cause I always see Parched Pooch. Either I'm losing it. That's probably fun flying down that low. Alright. Afraid of heights. You know, it's funny that you mentioned that because I don't know if any of you guys know, but the pilots as a group are much more afraid of heights than the general public. Which I know doesn't make any sense, but it's true. What we got here? Runway 8. Runway 28. Perfect. I'm full of useless information, by the way, in case anybody didn't notice that already. In case anybody didn't realize that, I am full of useless information. And not even good useless information. Because some useless information is kind of entertaining. Looks like there's a hangar or something right there at the edge of the airfield. What is that? I'm just coming out this way, just I'm curious to see what is out this way. Mike, you know you want the 777. You know you want the 777. What is that? I was just like, houses? Kind of a strange, but there's a village on the river, it looks like. It's kind of odd. What is that? They got a bunch of houses on stilts, it looks like. It's bizarre. Anyway. Alright, the BA-146. I can't get over the idea of a 6-pack jet. Peter, what's going on? Good to see you. I am doing very well. If I could land an airplane any better, I'd be happier, but my power is literally all the way out. Come on, nose. Alright, put in another notch of flaps, bring some power in. Alright, power's out. And there goes Jim. I didn't mean to bully you off the runway, Jim. Oh, let's see here. Let's see here. I think VR is going to be. I literally think everything is going to be improved in 2024, except for my piloting. Except for my piloting. So I'm actually going to see my old instructor on Friday because I need a biannual flight review, which now is only called a flight review, even though it's still biannual. And he used to have a saying, and I will clean it up for YouTube, but he would say, I might be a crappy pilot, but I'm a damn good instructor. Oh gosh. He wasn't a crappy pilot, by the way. or isn't a crappy pilot. Was busy with the bands last week. I figured that was the case, Peter. As a matter of fact, when we flew Sunday, I think I mentioned that you were probably out playing. Hey Chris, take it easy. Thanks for coming out. We got one more hop. We got one more hop. We either cut it short. We either cut it short or we fly up to back to Maracaibo. Let's fly back to Maracaibo. Let's do that. I'll put in the thing later. Let's go. 1 notch flaps. Fuel pumps are burning out. Let's see. We're basically just gonna go basically right along the water. So I think I'm going the opposite direction of everybody. So fuel pumps on, mixtures and props full forward, flaps are set. Let's go. Take it easy, Chris. Alright, what are we doing? Yeah, I'm taking off downwind. Oopsie. Alright. Let's drop the nose here just a little bit. Now the other thing, Steve, the other thing he used to say was that the reason he drinks so much is because we're all trying to kill him. Us being his students. The reason he drank so much is we were all trying to kill him. I only tried to kill. I think I only scared him once in my private pilot training. He may have a different opinion on that. He may have a different say. I think I only scared him once. And let's see, fuel pumps coming off. Fuel pressure is good. And I'll recount the story of scaring my instructor here in a second. I just gotta put in the identifier here. So what happened was we were in at that time. Okay, yeah, I figured that was what was going on. Sierra Victor Mike Charlie. So at that time we were in I believe it was a 1966 Cherokee 140 with a 160 conversion. And anyway, some model years of Cherokees, when you put in the flaps, it pitches the nose down. I'm sorry, it usually pitches them up, but in this particular one, it pitches the nose down. And we were doing either short field or soft field landings. I think we were probably doing short field landings. And my buddy Mark was in the back seat. And we got to about 500 feet above the ground, and he just said to me, just put in that last notch of flaps, and we were going, I don't know, 80. So we were going relatively slow. Because we were, shortish final. And so I pulled out the third notch of flaps, and the nose pitched down, and I pulled back on the yoke to pull the nose back up. And oh boy, did that exert a reaction out of the old flight instructor. No! He screamed in my ear. And it was, he barely got a word out, and I just rammed the throttle forward and went around. because I didn't quite understand what he was yelling about yet. But this is early in training. But I remember the thing that I liked about that was that my instinct, when something wasn't good, low to the ground, regardless of what it was to just ram the throttle forward and go around. And afterwards he explained to me what I had done. But it's funny though, because lessons like that you never forget. People can tell you, you know, don't do this or be careful about that when you're doing XYZ. That's all well and good. When it happens to you, you will not forget. I don't think I've ever really scared myself in an airplane. I'm trying to think now. I don't think I've ever really scared myself. I've never really bounced a landing. I've been in the plane when somebody else bounced one. That scared the crap out of me. A couple wheelbarrows. I don't think I've ever really scared myself in an airplane. Which is good. Leaning in mixtures is also good. Black panel and the trim on the roof. Yeah, those are those. So I think the trims are on the roof until like 1968 or maybe 7. But yeah, we had the trim on the roof. It's actually pretty convenient once you figure out which way is which. It's actually pretty convenient. I like that. Look at that. That looks realistic. It's like algae. It's pretty cool. What would even be cooler is to be at the altitude I say I'm at. That would be cool too. So let's see here. Ah, that's looking good. This is not looking good. Don't do that. Don't do that. You guys are all having fun down there. Let's see. And it's mid-70s at night here now. You know, Steve, I think they're pretty much going to do that in Flight Sim 24. Peter, yes, I am, sir. I am. You know, I've actually considered this, and this sounds crazy, but buying a backup Honeycomb Alpha and Bravo just in case. Who knows if this company's ever going to produce anything again. And I honestly, I don't know what I would do without my Honeycombs. It's just such good equipment. And you can still get them from some places. Turtle Beach one is good. See, I'm just fighting and fighting and fighting this airplane the entire day. Is it? I've heard of the Turtle Beach. I never really looked at it. Is it as versatile as the Auckland Bravo? Because the thing about the Auckland Bravo is, or the Bravo specifically, is that they're just so versatile. You know, you can use them for everything from the 152 to the 777 to the 747 for that matter. H. Boone trying to race you. I don't think he's going to give you much of a race in those in the airplanes you guys are flying. Yeah, nothing like the honeycomb. Yeah, I haven't really kept up with the honeycomb situation. I know the original guy's trying to get his company back, which is too bad, but because honestly, these are pretty. Yeah, he's in the PA-28. I mean, because the honeycombs were just revolutionary, you know. Honeycombs were just revolutionary when they came out. I mean, I still think it's amazing equipment, and I just don't know what I would replace it with if I had to. Turtle Beach High. I gotta look at that then. I've been tempted to get the Boeing yoke. I think it's the Thrustmaster. I think it is. Been tempted to get that for for the Boeing, but that would entail. I mean, I change it up quite a bit in terms of what I fly. And so I don't know. Just don't really like the idea of physically swapping out equipment very often. Yeah, that's the hey Bombasso, how you doing? Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's of course a chunk of change, but if I'm ever sitting here without one, I might regret it, you know. Bombasso, did you go to Flight Sim Expo, or you just heard he was there? Man, it is looking dark outside my house right now. See if I can get the dog out for another walk before the. Ooh, it's gonna be tight. Yeah, I would have gotten the Charlie. Interesting, Steve. See, I've never really looked at it. Once I got the honeycombs, I was like, that's it. I'm good. I think the honeycomb alpha is a little stiff for GA flying, but a little stiff period. But I would have gotten. I still have whatchamacallit are these pedals. Now I gotta look and see what they are. Oh, the SciTech. I still have the SciTech rudder pedals from like 2007. They still work like a charm. Oh, nice. Nice, Mombasa. Yeah, I'll have to check the, I'll have to check the Turtle Beach. And now, after flying along at 33, so I'm trying to fly at 3,000 feet. And my instrument instructor always gave me crap for tolerating deviations. I was flying along at 3,300 feet, which is, or 3,250 feet, which is pathetic, and then I decided to actually get down to 3,000, and now I'm flying along at 2,850. What is so hard about flying at altitude? What is so hard? Yeah, because Chief, pedals are... Do you use auto rudder now? Because pedals are the bomb. But honestly, like, so I've got the Cytec rudder pedals. They got bought out by Logitech in like 20, I don't know, 14, somewhere there. And I still have the Cytec version. Like I didn't, like I've had these rudder pedals literally for 15 years. Maybe 14, but you get the point. You get the point. Had these rudder pedals forever, and they work fine. Yeah, the twisty neck function, yeah. That probably has a pretty decent feel to it, Kashif. Turtle Beach has to... Now you guys are getting me curious. Let me see. Ah, okay. Yeah, I see these. So how does anybody have experience with the Turtle Beach and the Honeycomb Alpha and can tell me which one feels better? Because now I'm curious. Yeah, those Thrustmaster pedals are expensive. Some of these pedals are like $700-800, like crazy. Simhanger did a review. I like Simhanger. He's a patient dude. I feel like if I had an accent, my channel would do more. You know, think of all the big streamers. They've all got great accents. Oh well, nothing I can do about it. Yeah, Steve, I followed his early on when like when the Sim first came out. I remember watching his videos. Oh, that's good, Mike. Yeah, those Thrustmasters there, they look sturdy. They look sturdy. The thing about the Cytex is they don't have any feedback, so like, I mean, not even that they don't have any feedback, they don't really have any resistance, and so you can sit there with the rudder pedal like jammed in and just totally forget. If you're as clueless as I am. Alright, I'm going to stop fighting the trim. I'm just going to let the airplane do what it's going to do and we'll see what happens. I want to see what it does. But I've been literally trimming up and down and up and down and up and down the entire time. An hour and a half now. see. So it's got. Oh, it's kind of interesting. And it's got a trim wheel. I'm looking at the Turtle Beach right now. Interesting. Yeah, I like sim hangers. Seems relaxing. Maybe I should have just stopped fighting it a long time ago because it's pretty much settled. But yeah, that's the thing, Steve, about the honeycomb is it's pretty stiff, and I know you can take it apart and like somebody had a video on like replacing the cable and making it, but I just don't feel good about doing that. Am I literally right on top of this airport? I am just clueless. This is gonna be. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm like looking over here, and I thought I was like 20 miles away still. Let's do an emergency descent. And all of my descents are an emergency descent. Let's get right over the runway. Oh, let's make this even more interesting. Let's make this even more interesting. Let's see here. Alright. It's not speaking in overdrive yet. Alright, so here we are. Alright. Engines are shut down. Let's see here. Put in 1 notch of flaps. I don't need to turn on the fuel pumps. Alright. Let's get into a nice steep turn here. 45 degrees. Ooh, we're coming down quick. 1 more rotation and then we'll. Well, no, we still got some altitude to lose here. Get on that rudder. Get on that rudder. Do I see a windsock anywhere? I don't. I can't really look at the wind. Where's the windsock? Alright. I could have planned this a little better. I could have planned this a little better, but the flaps are... Yeah, this isn't going to work out well, I don't think. I'm running out of energy and ideas at the same time. Yeah, I gotta drop the nose. Drop the nose. Alright, you gotta really drop the nose. Some airspeed here. Aha. I'm not gonna be able to taxi in. And let's perform a nice crosswind landing. There we go. I only hope to reach you guys is to do this. Where are you guys? That wasn't too bad for... That actually worked out pretty well. I mean, I could have legit kept it on the runway, of course, but I was trying to see if I could reach you guys. I don't know where anybody is. Yeah, it wasn't too bad for cutting the engines at 3,000 feet. Let's see here. Da, da, da. No? The engines won't restart. Alright, well I guess that's gonna be it for me. Yeah, taxi wasn't as good. Yeah, Mike, I just saw that for the first time the other day. Mike, or Bob Hoover's thing. Yeah. Let's see, we'll go turn these off. Let's put the boarding steps and the chocks. And let's open the doors. I at one point there, I thought I wasn't going to do very well. But I did manage to roll it out and get it on the ground. That would have been some serious puckering. Yeah, I did overshoot. Yeah, so parallel landing, sweet. Oh, I left my flaps up. Or I left my flaps down, rather. So I don't think I did too bad for my engine out landing. I'll have to go back and watch it. That was actually pretty decent. Oh, you guys are all over there. I should have gone over there. I could have made that. But, yeah, they sell coffee. They sell coffee, Hans. I'm sure. They have good coffee in Venezuela, too. So, next time we are back out to the coast, which is good stuff. And I will map it out. We'll head out on Friday, gentlemen. And in the meantime, I need to take my dog out before it really rains in a few minutes. And, oh, no, Steve, I didn't take it that way at all. I didn't take it that way at all. And is that, what kind of dog is that? It's a tiny little picture on my screen. I'm a dog guy. I like dogs. No, I didn't. Steve, I didn't take it that way at all. Not at all. Let's see here. So yeah, so Friday we'll do it again. Oh, it looks like a husky of some sort. No, good looking dog. Hans, thank you. I appreciate it. And it probably is $11 a cup. You know, these. I won't say it. I'll leave it. So, gentlemen, Mike, Hans, Steve, thanks for dropping in. Join the Discord if you'd like. If you're not in there already. And Kashif, good to see you. Bob, thanks again. Peter, good to see you as well. And Bambaso, good to see you, sir. Peter, thanks for dropping in. Good to see you again. Hopefully you get to fly with us next time. Yeah, so we'll see everybody on Friday. Whereupon I will be, and Jim, thank you as well. Appreciate you coming out. We will be where I will be better informed as to how the Turtle Beach stacks up, because I'm gonna go check it out. But in the meantime, hope everybody is doing well. I saw the dog on Steve's picture, on Steve's profile there, Steve Austin's profile picture. I saw the dog. Also, my dog is right here being lazy. That's what my dog does. He doesn't do much of anything. And it's 95 degrees out, and he doesn't like heat. So, awesome, gentlemen. I really appreciate everybody coming out. It was a great flight, and can't wait. I'm looking forward to getting back to what we do, which is doing some flying around the coast and seeing some islands and some water. That's what I'm looking for. And Hans, I won't do anything you wouldn't do either. Peter, yeah, it is. It pretty much is. I still have to reinstall the 777 and the 737. I have some airplanes to fix, and I need to go back and literally watch my own videos so I can figure out what my settings were. But um, other than that, I'm doing pretty good. But oh and yeah, Friday I should be back in time to. I'm gonna actually go fly for real on Friday, so I'll keep you guys posted. But I should be back on time to stream at 4. I should be back, but I'll keep you guys posted. So thanks again, everybody, for coming out, and everybody have a good rest of your evening. And we'll talk in a couple days, or we'll talk on the Discord before that. But you know what I mean. Cool. You know what, Hans? As a matter of fact, I'll put my N number, my registration in the Discord, so you guys know which plane to follow. So yeah, I'm I'm gonna keep an eye out for the real hills. That's for darn sure. But yeah, I'll stick the N number in the Discord Friday before I leave. So all right, gents, everybody have a good rest of your evening, and we will talk soon. Take care, guys.